Hi guys, it's Joel Runk with Motorworks BMW. Today I'm right here with this 2020 X7, and today we're going to go over the multitude of seat controls on this vehicle. Now, seat controls may seem very rudimentary, but the fact of the matter is that on the X7 there are a multitude of them, and each one does a very specific thing, so let's dive in. Now we're actually going to start at the back of the X7, and one of the reasons why you buy a full-size SUV such as this is you need not just the passenger capacity, but the cargo space. In this instance, the X7 has 90.4 cubic feet of space, and there's the seat controls that accommodate that. So let's go over these functions right here on the back left. So let's say you're traveling and you need the most amount of cargo space the X7 can deliver. You're going to come back here and press right here where it says max, and you see like a luggage symbol right there. Press that and hold it, and we'll see what happens with the seats right here. You see the headrest in the third row tip over, the seat starts to fold down. The second row is going to move forward just a little bit as well. There goes the first row seat. The second row is going to follow and start to fold down so you can maximize the full cargo capacity of the vehicle. Again, the maximum cargo space in the X7 is 90.4 cubic feet. So that provides a quick way to do it. So you're picking up the kids from sports practice, whatever the case may be. Anyway, all of the passenger seats in the second row and the third row are folded down. Now you have two options. You can raise each seat individually. That's certainly an option. It's going to take more time. Or you can come back to the rear of the vehicle and do it all with one click of the button. Let's show you how to do that. So now, again, we're at the rear of the vehicle here. We're going to come over to the back left where the buttons are, and instead of pressing the max cargo, we're going to press the button for maximum passenger capacity throughout the vehicle. So we'll press and hold this button right here, and we'll watch the seats. The second row starts to move. The third row is going to pop up, and the second row will follow shortly thereafter, and we'll let the motorized functions do the rest. You can see the X7 knows to move the front seats up in the driver's compartment to allow enough room for the seats to pop up. So there they are. Now, one thing you do have to do is you do have to manually fold the headrests up, but again, it's very easy to do. They just pop right up, and it's just a lot quicker to move all the seats up with one click of the button. Now, as I said at the start of this video, the X7 has many seat controls. We're looking at the second row, and we're going to start at the top and then work our way down. So let's begin with what this button does. This button right here is for your third row entry. So if you have passengers who need to get in the third row, you don't have to move the seat manually. In this trim level of the X7, just press this button right here, stand back. You'll see that seat moves forward a bit, and now the seat will not fold all the way forward, but it's going to raise up to provide what I consider to be a very spacious walkway to get into the third row, much more so than other SUVs. Okay, so we showed you how to get into the third row. Now let's move down to the lower portion of the seat where we have three separate controls right here. We'll go through each one. Let's say you have a tall person who needs the maximum amount of leg room in the second row. Well, there's two ways you could do that. You can push this button right here, which slides the second row back and forth. Or to move the seat back as far as you possibly can, all you have to do is just press this button once right here, and the seat moves itself back to its maximum level all by itself. Okay, and this is rather trivial, but these buttons right here, similar to any front passenger seat, this will control the backrest right here, as you can see, and as we just mentioned, this slides the seat forward and backward. We covered that. Now let's jump up to the frontmost portion of the vehicle. All right, so now from the cockpit of the vehicle, let's say you're driving to pick someone up and they're going to sit in the frontmost passenger seat. And for example, the seat's all the way forward. Well, when you pick them up, you don't actually have to make them move the seat themselves. I can do that from where I'm sitting. It's called the gentleman's function in the X7. Let's show you how it works. Okay, so to use the gentleman's function from the driver's seat, you're going to come over to the controls right here. You're going to press this button, which has a little number 2 above the seat. So we're going to press that. The light illuminates. And now from my seat controls, I can move that seat. See that? Again, to move that seat, all I'm doing is I'm using these controls right here, and the seat is moving. And I can use the forward or backward function. I can use the backrest function like that. And the seat, and that's passenger seat, is going to do whatever I command of it from the driver's seat. And I can even use going up or down with this. I can adjust the headrest. Take a look. Now, to adjust the driver's seat where I'm sitting right now, you have to make sure that gentleman's function button is off. Otherwise, your seat's not going to move at all. And if your seat's not moving in your X7, chances are it's probably because the gentleman's function is activated. Okay, so now another thing to note. Let's say you're driving your X7. You're the only one in the vehicle, but you're going someplace and you're going to have to pick up a lot of passengers and you need that full third row space. You obviously have to create a walkway to get into that third row. Well, I can move all the seats forward, similar to what I did from the end gate. I can do that where I'm sitting in the driver's compartment. Let's show you how that works. To create access for your third row passengers so they can walk into the vehicle, you're going to come over to the driver's side door, or from where you're sitting. You're just going to press where it says rear, press the forward button, press and hold, and you'll see your seat's going to come forward just a little bit, and we'll come around to the back of the vehicle. Both sides of the second row are going to come forward, and then people on either side of the vehicle can walk into the third row. Now, this function is only usable when you have nobody sitting in the passenger seat in the second row. This is for letting people into the third row. So once your passengers in the third row are seated first, again, you're going to load the vehicle from back to front if you need the maximum amount of passenger capacity. So once the people in the third row are seated, yourself in the driver's seat is going to come back to this button right here where it says rear, and now you're going to press the back button, press and hold for just a second, and we will see the second row return to its place. So like I said, there's a whole lot of seat functions that the X7 provides, and I hope this video was helpful, and I also hope that for the passengers you carry, it provides a more ergonomic experience when they both enter and then exit the vehicle. Thanks for watching.